Hey bosses, it's Natalie Bardo here, and I was wondering if I could just confess. I'm sorry, I'm guilty of making a few mistakes when it comes to Pinterest marketing. I've been using the platform for 4 years, and I'd love to say that my strategy is perfect and that I have all the time in the world to do things and, cross the T's and dot the I's when it comes to Pinterest, but I cut corners. Sometimes there are things that fall through the cracks. So here are some of the not so common mistakes that I am so guilty of. So if you love Pinterest marketing tips, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below confessing your own mistakes, and be sure, of course, to subscribe because I've got plenty of more Pinterest tip videos coming your way. But in this video, I'm turning the microscope on myself to expose my top 5 mistakes that I'm making on Pinterest. Yeah, it's gonna be a painful video, but you know what? Maybe you're making some of the mistakes too, and we can both commit to do a little better this year. So my number one mistake is not using Pinterest trends the way I'm supposed to. So ideally, if you're using Pinterest trends, you're checking out what is popular right now. You're also checking to see when certain keywords and topics are popping on Pinterest. This is where I fall short, and here's why. When I create my content, because I rely so heavily on guest posters and my contributors, we don't always have enough time to see a trend and create content. So this is where I fall short. Yes, my content is seasonal. A lot of the times my traffic ebbs and flows with the seasons, which is why right now I am in a death spiral when it comes to my Pinterest stats. Major drop happens. I'll show you how horrifying it is. It always happens at this time of the year. Right after the new year, I have a huge drop. And then once Valentine's Day starts picking up and spring, then things come back to life. So one of my biggest mistakes is not actually like in this time, if I had all the time in the world, I should be hopping on Pinterest trends, looking to see what are people reading right now, and then writing some blog posts that are on trend to pull my traffic up. So if your traffic is in a death spiral like mine is, but it happens to me every year, I'm calm, it's okay, then you should hop on Pinterest trends and see, okay, what are people actually searching for right now that's related to my niche so that I can create some posts that are going to pull my traffic up. So that's my number one mistake, not using Pinterest trends to save my traffic. I'm waiting for my seasonal boost that will just naturally happen in a couple of weeks. So I'm not worried. My second mistake is not publishing my content to Pinterest the minute it goes live. So say, for example, I have this post on job search tips. The minute it goes live, I should have shared that pin to the best relevant board. I'm so, busy that sometimes I forget to do these things. This is something that I need to be better at. And even better, I should, if I have the time, take that pin, share it in some Facebook groups, and get some click-throughs on that pin to help boost it up. And I should also be sharing it right away to some Tailwind communities to get other users to do some repins. But there's only so much time in the day, and sometimes I forget. Is that one of your top mistakes too? Okay, and this is a big one, okay? This mistake, guarantee that you are guilty of it too. There are all these amazing tools that you can use to increase your Pinterest traffic, to design Pinterest pins, so many things that we can do. And you're probably paying for it, but here's my question. Are you actually using it to its fullest ability? Because I know that I'm guilty of paying for or having access to services and not actually using them. So one of those services is Tailwind. And something that I was extremely guilty of is that they released Tailwind Create, and every paying client, or even if you have a free account, you have access to this amazing Pinterest pin design tool, but I wasn't using it. Isn't that crazy? I have access to it, but I'm not using it. So my question for you is, what amazing tools do you have access to that you're not actually making the most of, right? Another thing is that with so many of these tools like Tailwind, for example, you get access to a certain amount of repins, or even with Tailwind communities, a certain amount of pins that you can add to communities, but the month comes and goes and you don't actually use it to its full ability. Are you using up your quota for the things that you're using? And that's not just about Pinterest. I'm sure you're paying for some social media scheduler or something. Are you using it? So that's another big mistake. Something that I'm guilty of is paying for, I have Tailwind credit, so that's like one of my things. I have unlimited access. I can update everything, but still having access to these tools, but not actually using them. So that's one of my things for you. That could also apply to courses that you've purchased or have access to. Are you actually taking the time to soak up that knowledge so that you can improve your strategies? All right, that was my other mistake. Let's talk about the fourth mistake that I am making. And this is a big one, I think. So my big mistake is that I've got all these products and I'm actually not designing and sharing pins for them. There is a shop portion of your Pinterest profile. Like here you can see Kat. She has her beautiful jewelry on display with prices and everything, all linking to product pages. I can do the same thing for my own profile, but I haven't taken the time to actually set up this portion of my profile. Mainly because my strategy is to get people to my content where they sign up for a freebie and then they enter my funnel. But I can speed up that process or reduce the intake by promoting some of my product pages as well. So are you posting pins to your product pages, to your freebie pages? It's also a great way for you to get clicks. Take some time to design some freebie pins. All right, that was my fourth mistake. And my fifth mistake is actually very 2021. Alt tags are a thing. You might have noticed on Pinterest that you can even add alt tags to your pins. It's a huge thing. We all want to make sure that content is accessible. So if you have no idea what an alt tag is, you're basically describing what an image is, so that if someone's using a screen reader who's visually impaired, for example, or if your image doesn't load, the person and also the program, so say for example it's Pinterest or in Google, they know what your image is supposed to be of. So you'll notice that on Pinterest you can now add alt tags. So are you adding alt tags? So we can see here, anytime you update a pin, you can add your alt tag explaining what people see in the pin. So are you taking the time to write a quick description telling Pinterest what this pin is about so that your content is more accessible to anyone who is visually impaired? So that's my fifth mistake. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 mistakes that I'm making on Pinterest. They're not so common. They're a little rare, but I'm sure that you might be guilty of them too. I just want to warn you that there are more common, more deadly to your Pinterest potential mistakes that I see being made every single day on Pinterest. If you're worried that you're pinning the wrong way or making some might get you spammed or kicked off the platform type mistakes, I encourage you to click the link below and sign up for my free masterclass where I break down the top 3 mistakes you're making on Pinterest today without even realizing. The thing is that a lot of us learn Pinterest marketing by copying and mimicking what other people are doing. But what happens if you're copying from someone who's making a big mistake that could get them kicked off the platform and might get you kicked off as well. I don't want that to happen. So be sure to sign up for my free masterclass and learn how you can correct those top 3 most common mistakes being made on Pinterest. And of course, be sure to like this video and comment below telling me all of your own mistakes that you're making. So I'm Natalie Bardo. I'm so happy to be your Pinterest coach. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I've got new videos coming your way every single week all about Pinterest.